Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Steve Ford. Welcome to your English lesson. Today's lesson is to help you to understand better expressions, words that talk about time when you're at work. Are you ready? Let's go. So in case you haven't done so already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and to hit that like button. The first one, and I get this a lot with my students, for example, let's say that you're scheduling a meeting and you say, okay, I'll see you this Friday, or I'll see you next Friday. This can be a point of confusion for a lot of people. This Friday, next Friday. And the way that I see it is that if it's this Friday, I see this Friday like Friday of this week. We'll see you this Friday. But if somebody says to me, I'll see you next Friday, for me as a native speaker, when you say see you next Friday, I'm thinking Friday of next week. Next week. The next one, North America, we usually have 2 weeks. In other countries, 4 weeks or even more. Of what, you may ask? Well, here in North America, we call it vacation time. And usually get 2 weeks vacation every year. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. In British English, they will say holidays. The next one is a classic one, the difference between to arrive on time and to arrive in time. There is a small difference that when you arrive on time for the meeting, it means that you arrive with time to spare. You arrive, no problem, you're not sweating. The traffic was okay. But if the traffic was really bad and you were in a real hurry and you almost didn't make the meeting, then you say, whoa, I just arrived in time for the meeting at the last minute. Though it may seem obvious, it sounds very similar as time off and time out. So just be careful. So if you take time off, usually that means that you are going to stop working, and you need to be specific if it's paid or not paid. Time out, of course, is usually when we stop something that we're in the middle of doing. Time out. This next one, it causes a lot of confusion. Native speakers do use it, and that's when you can push the meeting back or bring the meeting forward. Push the meeting back, bring the meeting forward. So let's say that we originally scheduled for this time, and then I say, oh, we need to push back the meeting. That actually means we need to make the meeting later. And if we bring the meeting forward, it means that we make the meeting earlier. Now, for a lot of people, that doesn't make any sense, myself included, but that's what it means. You don't need to use it. You could just say, make it earlier, make it later, make the meeting earlier, make it later. That's okay. But it's important for you to know what it means, because you'll probably hear native speakers using it at some point. Well, here's 2 phrasal verbs that use off, but they have different meanings. So if you put off the meeting, it means that you postpone the meeting. That's different from call off the meeting, which means to cancel the meeting. If you're just getting started with your business English, then I really encourage you to use phrasal verbs. Some people, when they're first reaching the advanced level of English, they think, well, phrasal verbs, isn't that too informal? No. Phrasal verbs are used both in business and also at university. Now, I remember I had a student and she received an email from somebody, I'll see you in the AM. I'll see you in the AM. See you in the AM? What does that mean, I'll see you in the AM? It means I'll see you in the morning. So some people, instead of writing morning, it's just quicker for them to write AM. Yeah. Can we do this meeting in the AM? Okay, everybody, I hope that this lesson was useful for you. I will include a link to one of my lessons that I just did talking about the pronunciation of numbers. Also very important when you're at work, if you have to work with numbers. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can do that here. And I hope to see you in our next English lesson. Bye for now, everybody.